This is this is everything you need. This is going to be your everything shower reimagined. This is your everything shower where he's coming over. This is your everything shower where you've got an hour. This is an everything shower where you want to feel your best, look your best. This is where we want to go. We are not doing it for him, let me be clear. We are doing it for the plot. I have to be honest, I've not really seen many get ready with me, my man's coming over videos recently. I think a couple of years the de-appointment videos on YouTube are really popular. But like all these everything showers are amazing, but like not all of them are including entire hygiene, like dental hygiene and sort of like prepping yourself for being touched and sort of kissed in all of these different places. So this is the ideal routine if you have a sneaky link, if you have a boyfriend, if you're married, it really doesn't matter. This routine will keep you feeling your best of the best. So there are different versions of everything shower routines. I think this one is quite specific. Like it's about to go down type of routine. So every week I do have an everything shower, and I wouldn't necessarily do this routine. I'm not actually seeing anybody, so parts of it are irrelevant. But like the majority of an everything shower routine I do layering of certain scents that like will just enhance your man. Using the glycerine that I'm going to speak about in this video will just enhance your experience, like in your erogenous zones, making sure that you've got really good like dental hygiene. It's just chef's kiss. So let's get straight into it. So first things first, like I like to use a dry brush. I'm going to be showing you clips of me doing this. I like to use a dry brush. They say that when you do dry brush exfoliate that you need to brush, you're meant to brush towards your heart if you're doing like a little lymphatic drainage routine. It's not that serious. I mean, if you've got the time to do it properly and research it and you want to do it like seriously, then do it. But like the whole point of this video is that you've got an hour. So I would just do it for a couple of minutes, get rid of all of those dead skin cells and call it a day, mate. And after that, we're going into our shaving routine. So I like to use the EOS 24-hour moisture shave cream in Vanilla Bliss. It is almost finished, so I am looking for another shaving cream. So if anybody's got any that they recommend, please leave it in the comment section down below. But I do like to use that because I've got very dry skin and it's hydrating and it's it's got 24-hour moisture. Says what's on the tin. And then I like to use my Estridge shaver. I've mentioned this in most of my self-care videos. I love this shaver. I remove the heads depending on what I'm shaving. It's so easy. I get a subscription of the heads in the post. I just love it, and I got it in this sort of like metallic petrol colour. They're also really good for travelling with, so all you really need to do is I've got one that I keep in my case and one that I leave at home. It's just like, as long as you got the heads for them, you could just take them anywhere. They're just so transferable, and yeah, they're very, very affordable. So there are lots of types of bar soaps that are all over the internet. I know the Dove one is really, really, really popular because it is really creamy and it just does give you that moisture. However, although I like a really hydrating formulas in most of the things that I use on my skin, when I'm trying to get really, really clean and I'm trying to strip everything off of me, I do like to use the Pear bar soap. This is the Pear bar soap. So it basically just smells like detergent. It hasn't really got like a nice scent to it, but it keeps you really, really clean. This bar soap has left me the cleanest ever. After everything I've used, this is just absolutely incredible. So yeah, I like to go in with this and I like to properly wash everywhere. And I'm talking about behind my ears, behind the back of my neck, behind my knees, like in between my toes. This keeps me squeaky clean, which is the goal, right? We are going to go in with one of two of the body washes. I like to use the Naturium Glow Getter multi-oil body wash. This one's my favorite. I've actually tried every single one of them, and this one I can see a big difference with this one and maybe the green one in my skin. It just keeps it really, really moisturized. My actual skin health improved when I did start using Naturium. So I just bought all of them and like they all made a difference. But yeah, so I go in with this one first and it soaps up so beautifully. And then obviously the infamous like EOS Cashmere body wash. I know so many people use this, but it smells so incredibly good. There's nothing that I've been able to find in the UK that can replicate this scent. In any means possible, I will get this body wash. After using those two body washes, that is when I am generally clean. So that's for me like my basis of being perfectly clean. I go in with the Sticky Dates Sugar Scrub. Lots of people use their scrubs at different points during their routines. The reason I use this scrub sort of last is because it does have argan oil in it, so it is quite hydrating and it has glitter. I want to glow, so I use this lot afterwards. It's got toffee scented with buttery sugar. It just smells incredible. It is very sweet, so you know, if you don't really like those sickly vanilla sort of smells like I do, then it may not be for you. But I like to smell like a bakery, and Lush does it every single time. Lush does it. So after using this, I will then go in with the other super popular, obviously staple in everyone's routine. Now my L'Occitane shower oil is just, you know, it's gorgeous, it's silky, it's luxury. Down there will be feeling like a silk purse, babe. Like it just like, it keeps you really smooth and gorgeous, and you just feel amazing when you get out of the shower. So little quick side note, so obviously this is not a hair care routine, but I'm wanting every area of me to be smelling amazing. I really love this product anyway for my hair, but it actually smells incredible. So if we're talking about layering scents, I will be going into my hair too, and I will use the Dew cream. It just smells like a candy shop. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I came through my hair because you want that sort of like wet hair, sort of sexy look with this, and then on top of that I use more of the Sticky Dates hair primer, which just makes it smell amazing. It basically revives your curls and stuff, but it does just like the initial spray on it, hours you just smell like a dream. So if like somebody's gonna just like whisper in your ear or just give you a couple kisses on your neck, they can smell your hair. Oh, you know when somebody's hair smells good, it like makes a massive difference. So yeah, that's my little side note. And then we're gonna go into dental hygiene. So yeah, you want your breath to smell nice. I don't know about anybody else, but like it doesn't matter how long I've been with somebody, I want to be delectable. I want to be irresistible. So I have a dental routine which I've been following for a while now, starting off with the coconut oil. In this video that I'm about to show you, I did actually have like a whole tablespoon. I cannot do that. I had far too much. I normally have half of that. I do oil pulling for about maybe 5 minutes and then I spit it out. For me, oil pulling is really good long term. The immediate effects oil pulling has for me personally is that my mouth feels more hydrated and obviously there's less bacteria. After doing that, I will go in and I will brush my teeth with the toothpaste, which is just lovely. Obviously it's pink, but my mouth feels so clean after doing these two things. The oil pulling with the coconut oil and this, your mouth is squeaky clean, sis, I promise you. Then you can use the mild mint wash. There's lots of different types of the youth and mouthwashes, 0% alcohol, and it just like my mouth is clean. And after using these 3 products, like I can still eat something and my mouth still feel really clean and my breath not necessarily smell really bad, and that's the point. Nobody wants to kiss you if your breath is kicking, babe. Then I also picked up, or I use these quite often, the Grin tongue cleaners. You can have like a proper metal one, but what I like about these is that they're disposable. So they're just basically a hygiene scraper that gently removes bacteria from your tongue. Bye bad breath. So if that's something that you struggle with, I would really recommend picking these up. I do these as part of like my routine anyway, but I think you really want to do these when it's about to go down. So they basically come like this. They are like blue. They just scrape. I do it as many times as I feel like. I don't know if there's actually a way to do it specifically apart from scraping it, because it's a tongue scraper. If you do have any knowledge about how you should be doing it or not be doing it apart from just scraping it, please let me know, because it's just a scraper. Okay, so now we're out of the shower and we are just like feeling really clean and gorgeous and smelling lovely, and the hair's wet and looking all sexy and just about to start oiling ourselves up. We're going to go in with the witch hazel on a cotton pad. So a lot of people use, the Thayer's one over here is quite expensive. This one does exactly the same thing, and this one's got tea tree oil and witch hazel, and it's from Boots. So this one was like £2-3. So I like to use that on like my back door, underneath my armpits, just to keep myself feeling a little bit clean. It gets rid of any extra bacteria and just really removes any odour. I mean, you should be super clean after being in the shower anyway and cleaning all your bits, but like this is just like an extra sort of layer of cleanness, so pick it up. Then we're going to go in with the Tend Skin solution on the front. I'd like to put this on a cotton pad, and I like to press it on the front of my vulva after I've just come out of the shower. It should all be self-explanatory. You should not be putting anything inside you. Yeah, it just stops any ingrown hairs, razor bumps, shaving after waxing. I literally get no razor bumps from using this, like nothing at all. Nothing, no infections, no strange, nothing looks dodgy. It's just amazing, and I've been using this for years. So then we're going to go into deodorants. I like to use the Fussy deodorant. So the Mitchum deodorant for me is a deodorant that I've been using for a long time, where I am completely and utterly like protected for 48 hours. Like, amazing. Yeah, it's like a gel deodorant that you put under your arms, and it doesn't really smell of anything. It's quite clinical. It's maximum strength, and I never ever smell of BO. I barely bust a sweat with this deodorant. So this, I mean, depending on how your evening goes, if you're somebody that sweats a lot, this is fantastic. But it doesn't smell of anything. And so if somebody's kind of like under your arms, or if your arms are in the air and stuff, like, it doesn't really give that gorgeous smell. Whereas the Fussy deodorant in coconut does smell, and it's like paraben free and blah blah blah. So I like to put that deodorant on first, and then the Fussy deodorant on over it. I also put this Fussy deodorant in between my legs and underneath my boobs, because I use it like a little bit of an all over deodorant. Not anywhere else though, I just use it on those two places. So it smells really good. So like if somebody is all over you, they can smell the coconut and stuff in all of those like secret special places. Then we're going to go into the absolute gorgeous Lush Vanilla Bar. Now I'm just going to let you see how, like, with me just holding it, like not even moving, how it's already sliding, because it actually heats up in your palm and your hand. So it is like a skincare bar, like it's like a cream bar that I love to rub into my skin after I've had a shower and I'm still like a little bit damp. It is gorgeous. It is everything that it is, worth the hype in so many different ways. If you suffer from dry skin, it's lovely. I was taking it to the gym, and after a shower, just rubbing it into my skin. It's just gorgeous. So I use the one in turmeric oat latte, I think. I'll have all of the details in the caption below. But it's just like chef's kiss. Like, Lush is just killing it with these scents. It's gorgeous. And then obviously we need to go into a lotion. Now me specifically, I have got many different lotions. I've got like all of the Bum creams, and like the Laura Mercier creams, and the EOS cream. And so you can definitely then just put the EOS cream on top of that. But like, if you're thinking about another luxury scent, I do love the Milk Concentrate, because I'm already using the skincare bar on top of it. This gives like a really light, luxury, airy sort of feel to my skin. It's amazing. This is where things can get a little bit spicy. So disclaimer, do not ingest any of the ingredients that I am about to speak to you about, or in this whole video as a whole. I started using this body oil with a little bit of glycerin, because this smells like heaven. But with that, what I found quite interesting is that obviously glycerin is technically sugar to a certain extent. I'm going to need to research that. But that means that I did taste this a little bit, and it was a little bit sweet. So if somebody was to come over, you could argue that if you mix these together, not only does it smell amazing, but there is like a kind of, if one was to place this on one's erogenous zones, that it could give you that delicious sort of like tasty flavour if somebody's like nibbling on your ear or whatever. So anyway, with that being said, I do put it like maybe behind my ear, wherever else that you feel like is going to be discovered. I do not recommend it to be ingested like that, but I'm just saying that the glycerin did make my skin taste a little bit sweeter. Do with that what you will. It does say on the bottle, do not ingest it. I have to disclaim it, because people are just going to end up doing silly things. Anyway, after that, like a foot cream. I do love the L'Occitane foot cream, but I also love the intensive foot cream from Superdrug. It's literally just got avocado oil in it. It moisturizes and conditions. I like to give myself like a cute little foot massage. And then the L'Occitane hand cream. You don't want to put too many creams where you're starting to feel like really sticky and it's just uncomfortable and you just get hot and whatever. So, but I do like this nice hand cream, especially if after washing my hands a couple of times. You just want your hands to be like really soft and like smell gorgeous. It's like kissing up your hand. And I'm excited for you, sis, because nothing is going on over here. Then after that, we go in with the... Oh, we are going. After that, we will be spraying ourselves with a little bit of sticky date. So our pajamas, like your robe, I like to stay in my robe. This will just make you smell really, really gorgeous. And then obviously, I picked this up from a beautiful Brazilian shop in Covent Garden. But it's basically the Esplendor by Granado, Rio de Janeiro, like little mini perfume. Stunning smell, gorgeous, keeps me smelling like an absolute dream. So I like to spray a little bit of that on me. And then obviously you must know by now about the dusting powders. I put the dusting powder on top of me. My one is a sticky dates one. It was a Christmas edition. I don't know if they still do. I want to look like I have arrived, even though he has arrived. So yeah, I like to stick this on top afterwards. So there, I hope you enjoy yourself, sis, and you're welcome.